What's going on, guys? We're back with the second episode of the Full Send Studios podcast. I'm joined here once again with Ian and Darren, and we're about to get right into the news. Just kidding. So here we are. We're back again. We haven't died yet, so can we get some claps in chat
Clap.
for making it 2 weeks, 2 weeks running. Big pogs. So we're going to start off. Well, that's kind of up to you guys. What do you want to start off with this week? Oh, let's start off with the update, the new camera angles and stuff. Well, first of all, let's hope you can hear me this time. Thanks for the clap. Let's hope you can actually hear me this time.
Yeah, right. Is everyone mics on? That's the...
Oh yeah, is my mic on? Well, he said clap, so you can obviously hear me a little bit.
I can hear you loud and clear.
There you go, Grant.
All right, Grant.
So we can't really show you guys, but I mean, it's obviously we changed the camera angle for the boys, so you can get a nice close up of my beautiful hair. You're welcome.
We got a new camera angle for me as well. So see, yeah, Grant, you got to clap when he says clap.
Come on, Grant.
Yeah, claps in chat. Thanks, boys.
So we got the new camera angles. For right now, we only have two on me and Ian and Cody over there.
But don't worry, we have two other cameras.
But yeah, we don't have them set up yet. But hopefully for the next stream, we'll have those ready. So
yeah. So I think for now we're just gonna run with the two. I think our goal in the future is to hopefully, if you've ever seen the Joe Rogan podcast, have like a kind of like what we did last week with the camera up above there.
Shout out to Joe. Come on our podcast.
Yeah. Sponsor us.
Wow.
Something. But just like kind of like we did last week, but not as bad. Just to have like an overview of the table if we're doing anything like hot pepper challenge or something like that where we all got to be watched.
When you guys are doing
that's gonna be a
pepper.
Cody thing. Darren's not doing.
Well, we'll
Darren,
see about that.
I think if one of us does it, all three of us have to do it. And
I can
I'm
already
just
tell you
as-
I'm not doing it.
not as excited as you are, Darren.
I mean, I don't want to
hate
do it,
hot
but
stuff
anything for views. That's what I'm all about here. So
Well, it's good to know that you're ready for that.
Darren really can't do hot stuff at all.
No.
I can't either. I don't like hot stuff.
Jalapenos make me want to die.
Yeah, me too.
Okay, that's a disgrace. Really?
I don't. Yeah, I can't
Yeah.
do it. It's too hot.
That's an embarrassment. So yeah, hopefully the new setup is appealing to look at. You'll be able to see my beautiful complexion more up close.
So something I want to ask anybody that's watching, if you want to throw this up in chat, how does the audio sound? Is it too loud, too quiet? We changed some stuff around, so let us know how it
That's a
sounds.
sellout. You already know, baby. That's how we roll. But yeah, how's audio? Anyone? We'll sit here in silence until someone responds.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah, we'll sit here in silence while we ask you guys how the audio sounds.
Goof. I think
Goof,
that's good.
I like it.
Pog.
That's better than good. No, I like Goof.
I like goof better. You
Yeah.
know, so, so yeah. So the new setup is. I wish I could show you guys. It's pretty incredible. So obviously we have
Well,
probably
hold on.
computer.
I can turn the one
yeah.
camera to kind of give them an idea.
I don't think we need to.
But
I think a description is better and let them use their it's two cameras that are resting on top of two 2x4s drilled
Picture
into the
this.
table.
Yeah.
Picture this.
So
Yeah.
I mean,
A
you
long
can
table.
see that. It's not.
Picture
Let's
this.
be honest. It's
A
not the hardest
long
thing to
table.
imagine. It's probably more
That's
funny
true.
if you.
You have two 2x4s at the end of the table. Posted on top. Two of the finest 1080p cameras that can actually stream in 1080p. And then, what they're watching. Mics. That we found the cheapest, highest quality mics
Whoa.
that money can buy.
There is no
Highest
such
quality.
thing as
Highest quality.
cheap and high quality
Well,
when
listen.
talking about audio
Well,
technica. They're the
overlap.
best.
Overlap.
Well,
Audio
the
Technica.
the cameras aren't
2018.
Audio Technica. Those are Logitech.
Well, the mics
but,
are though, and they're beautiful.
I mean,
but-
we love Logitech here
Also,
too.
Grant, the third camera. So we're really organized, and we tend to do things in a really good way. So
Yeah.
obviously, we started working on this like 30 minutes before we started the podcast, and we didn't have time to figure out what we were doing with the third cam. So that'll be next week.
Grant, are you trying to say that you don't like staring at me for 2 hours?
No, he said there's a problem and he can hear Darren, and also the Darren cam is not good. Is what Grant says.
Hey, you on the right. Well, see, if you were here last week, like none of my audio got picked up, so I'm being, a little over aggressive. Hey, thanks, baby girl. I'm sorry. I hope you don't
he's implying that you can fit that mic down your throat.
Donate $5 and maybe we'll find out.
All right, so what are we talking about this week, Cody? What are we getting into here?
We got quite a bit to talk about this week. So last week, obviously the main reason we have this podcast is talk about our game and our development studio and things of that sort. But if you tuned in last week, you noticed that we talk about a bunch of other stuff
Whatever
too.
Comes off of each topic.
So we'll probably talk about some updates. And by updates on the game, I really mean we kind of restarted. But that's okay. We're just doing it a better way. Darren will talk about that a bit more once we get to that segment. But beyond that, we will hopefully include a vent segment for myself. That's something that happens on the fly. We'll probably get into that at some point.
Something will trigger it.
And then generally what we're going to talk about are things that interest us. For example, something that has greatly interested me for the last year of my life is Gordon Ramsay. I think personally Gordon Ramsay might be the epitome of evolution. It doesn't get much better than someone that can just tell people they're horrible for their living and broadcast out on TV and get 15 million views. That's my goal. But beyond that, we're going to talk about how we will be taking donations for fun stuff. That's what I call it. So basically you can give us some amount of money and we will, probably I will, do things that effectively hurt myself. So whether that be eating extremely hot peppers, trying to drink a gallon of milk, vomit warning,
well, we could
whatever.
We could do some of that today.
No.
We could have the chat.
I mean, I don't
Say
want
something
Cody to
and then-
drink a gallon of milk and throw up.
Well, we
in this
literally can't do that on stream, so.
I mean, if I don't throw up, we can.
Okay, but you're gonna throw up if
Yeah, but then
you drank half a gallon and threw up last
he
time.
can
So
leave the room,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
and then we'll record it
We'll figure out the
for
technicalities.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
After the scenes, the milk challenge.
Yeah.
And it's just a 3-second video of me with my head in the toilet. After that, we're going to talk about shows, movies, anime, because that's what I like. Just stuff that we've watched this week or in months past, since this is kind of new. You don't really know much about what we watch, what we like. New gaming news updated from last week, just talking about new stuff that's going on in the industry. Story time is always a good time. Last week, I think we talked about
How
our
I acquired my computer.
The computer was good. We talked about how our friend got roasted in front of millions of people by a gay
Milo.
white Republican named Milo.
Mhm.
That was incredible.
You could actually show that video this week.
Yes.
true.
So a new update. We're advancing quickly, by the way, if you're here. We're really coming up in the world. Wow, he got turned. This
Yeah,
dude
dude,
spammed the chat.
Nightbot wrecked that guy. Yeah.
Can we kick Nightbot? Well, I set that up, so I'm sorry. What does he say?
He just spammed. He just.
Best. I mean.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. What is it?
But yeah, we're just. It'll explore. Our minds go to random
Oh,
places.
that's not how you do that. I just talked in chat, I think. Whatever.
Omega wall.
Lol. We have the ability this week to play clips, so we'll probably play a couple clips, talk about that. Just stuff that we found interesting. I think there's going to be one clip that...
Or you guys can send us links.
Yeah,
Watch
true.
some links.
True, absolutely. Probably hit on current news, politics, stuff like that this week because we didn't really get into that last week, and that can be grounds for some good discussion, possibly some rage. So we'll see how that goes. I hit on movies, and then we're also from Ohio, so we will probably
We'll talk about how we didn't have spring.
Yeah. About how it was like 60 yesterday and now it's 90.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to do commands. Is it slash?
I don't know. Don't ask me that, bud.
Hey, shout out Grant donated $1.
I don't have am
Grant.
I not? I'm not. Am I not modded?
Grant, send us a link. You know, Top D links, Grant.
Top D links, Grant. Top D
Your
links
top
only.
link.
He's about to donate a penny.
No, he donated already. $1.
Wait, who did?
Grant.
Grant
Oh,
donated $1.
Yeah, donate that fat
Paul,
dollar.
dude. $2, dude. We're making like minimum wage in deep China. Can I get a poggers in chat? Nice
Listen, Grant.
notifications.
It's Darren doing it, and he doesn't know what he's doing. Which is why.
We're not doing notifications because it's a podcast. So
Yes.
Wow.
it's being uploaded a lot of other places. We could have had it turned on for the first episode. It's not that
But
hard.
we will.
Thank you for the
We will
poggers.
shout him out though.
Yes.
Yeah, you'll get a big shout out
Yeah.
for sure. We'll talk about it in the podcast. I think that's a bit better than just showing up on screen for the people watching because, I mean, there's 6 people watching right now, you know. The YouTube video is going to for sure get at least 100 million views, I'd say. So,
Yeah.
I
Within the
think
first
that's-
3 hours.
yeah,
We're
probably.
gonna break what holds the record for that? Is it
I don't
the
One
Adele
video?
song for like 1 billion views in like a day?
The what song?
I think it was that song by Adele. Hello.
Oh, really? I don't.
No,
the only
really?
one. The only one I
think so.
know.
All right, we're
The
looking it up.
the one that
'Cause
held
it
it for a
was-
long time was that song.
It was Gangnam Style.
yeah, Gangnam
and then I think
Style.
Hello beat
That
it.
song is so good.
No, I'm not talking about total views. I'm talking about like in
In a
the
day.
24-hour period that it got uploaded from.
I don't know how to do commands, dude.
Viral videos fastest 1 billion.
Wow, it is Adele.
Wiz Khalifa's You again. What is the?
that's Days Needed. Adele's.
Oh yeah. Despacito.
That's in
It's all
87
song.
days.
It's all songs. Quickest to 1 billion views, 87 days. That's nuts.
He's referencing
honestly.
Tim the Tap Man. I love you.
I
Give
love
me a
Tim,
sub.
too,
Give
to
me
be
a sub.
honest.
Cody Marshmallow. Give me a sub, please.
We're going for that monster sponsor.
Yeah, yeah. What's your opinion on Monster, Darren?
I mean, I don't have anything against them as a company, but I think Nas tastes better.
Dang.
The disrespect.
See, I'm even worse. I don't drink any energy drinks at all.
I mean, I'm not really a big fan of them, but
There's the
There
Tap
it
Monster
is,
in
Tap
chat.
Monster.
Love it. Love it. Why can I top D links? Yep.
Yeah, dude.
Can I get a top D in chat? I love Tim. I really do. Why he keeps getting.
Dude, Nightbot does not like him.
I'm gonna unmod Nightbot. Sorry, dude. No, I'm not. I'm gonna keep that on.
Yeah.
That is really weird. I wonder. I don't even remember where I set that up at. I'm gonna change the
Probably
settings.
Nightbot.
now.
all right. So what are we getting into for our first topic here?
That's a good question. What do we want to talk about?
Well, I'm waiting for Grant to send me a link
Ooh.
because he's
Oh,
the top D of the
I'm
day,
not
but
even
he's
on
not
that
sending me a
Twitch.
link because he's, I don't even know. Some kind of insult.
We're gonna have to get a bidding war going here for the top D.
Yeah, here we go. Bidding war, boys.
Grant, you're
Let's
gonna
get
have to start a bidding war with yourself.
Fun the game. Sell you my shares. Okay. So what do we want to start with?
Let's talk about it. It's getting hot in here already.
It's pretty spicy. It's not as bad as last week.
Oh man, Nightbot's on Grant now.
You won't let him post links.
Oh.
Man, you're killing people with Nightbot, Cody.
I mean, I don't think I changed any settings. I think that's just default stuff. Wow, dude. I'm not even. Darren, you're
Whoever
gonna have
owns
to
the
do
channel
it.
can.
To
Because
do what?
you're logged into the
You can,
Twitch. Just
if you
open up
right-click on 'em-
Nightbot. No, just open up Nightbot like on your browser. Just click the first link, nightbot.com probably.
Yeah. But
And then it'll say
Nightbot.tv.
okay, and then it'll say link to Twitch or sign in with Twitch. Sign in with Twitch. Authorize. Don't worry, boys. We're gonna get this figured out.
Why don't you give us some entertainment while I'm working on this?
Grant
scene?
sent me the link.
Hold on, I'm not ready for this yet. What am I doing here?
So what do we want to talk about? What can I get started with? Someone, is everyone just timed out in chat? Someone give me a topic to rant about really quick. I'll do anything. Oh shit.
That's all you. You come up with something. What are you mad about today?
What am I mad about? Oh, I know what we can talk about. We have an update on last week. I just went full screen. I don't know how. So last week, we had some discussion about. Whoa. Oh my God, are you playing a video?
No.
Oh my God.
What?
Am I banned? I think Darren's working on Nightbot to make him a little not so aggressive. So last week we had talked about Rainbow Six Siege, right? So to summarize the discussion from last week, we said that there's no fun games that we want to play right now, and basically Rainbow Six is the only game that me and Darren wanted to play, and we couldn't play it because we were having network issues, which didn't make any sense because Ian was playing the game at the same time that we were getting errors that we couldn't connect to a server. Makes no sense, right? Well,
Ubisoft.
I'm gonna say this right now. I think it was either a day or two after our podcast, there was an update to Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
And after that update, me and Darren and Ian can connect.
And I don't think we've had it happen since.
And I haven't had it happen since.
Yeah.
So
I don't want to say that it's because Ubisoft saw our stream,
but
and,
it is.
Got our message. But that's definitely what it was.
Grant.
I just want to say that Grant is just really bad at it, and just doesn't want to play it anymore.
What is that?
Because he played it for a day, realized he was trash at first-person shooters, and then it was like, I'm never playing this game again. And then he went to Overwatch and was still trash at Overwatch.
Can I ask you a question, Grant? What isn't Resident Sleeper right now? Fortnite? Do you want me to play Fortnite when Ninja's pulling every viewer on that game? Is that what you want me to play? You want me to play that game when now everyone is a master and will just build all over me? No, I don't want to play that. You want me to play Overwatch? You can check our YouTube channel for my opinions on Overwatch from the podcast last week. I'm not playing that.
Let's talk about Overwatch for a second. We did a 4v4 last night with our friends.
That was a good.
And it was really fun.
That was
and we also a little while before that, me and Ian did a 1v1. Yeah. That was pretty fun.
Yeah. I have that recorded.
We
might
upload those on YouTube. We could do that.
The audio was horrible.
Yeah.
Like my mic was just picking up you guys screaming. But super mega bass. So gift it to me on Steam.
We're playing, and we're doing 4v4s, and Grant, we're playing on Elios well. If you guys have played Overwatch before, you understand that map. It's all about the Roadhog hooks.
All about
pulling people into.
And so, assaults.
Grant
slow down.
Is a Roadhog main and prides himself on his Roadhog play. So he's on my team. Darren's on the other. And we're playing. I'm like, Grant, if you don't win this Roadhog duel, I'm going to be very upset at you. And proceeds to get hooked into the well 6 times in the game.
Oh yeah.
I had to switch to Farah just to get Darren away from the well by booping him in. And it was just bad. The moral of the story is Grant is trash at his main. Okay.
So we're just
you didn't poop on Darren
ever. I pooped on Darren.
I don't think that's.
I think we're gonna need a redemption 1v1 tonight after the podcast.
I'm down for that. Well, after the Cavs game.
After the Cavs game.
Hey, that's a good segue into the next topic. I know Cody said he wanted to talk about Cavs tonight.
Here we go.
Yeah, but it's the best combination tonight. LeBron James is playing, and Kevin Love is not.
Well, listen. I don't. It doesn't make any sense to me why Kevin Love is so inconsistent.
Hold on a second.
Oh no.
Matador is in our Discord asking if he can get unbanned from chat.
I don't think he's banned. I just think he's timed out for 10 minutes.
No, I'm pretty sure he was banned.
No, he got banned.
Timed out for 600 seconds.
Yeah, but I think he got banned. Can I see that? I can look at the logs from Nightbot.
Matador, can I get unbanned?
Oh, there you go, Matador.
Effing Nightbot.
Tell him he's good. Tell him he's good.
Hey, you're good, Matador.
Do we know who this is?
I don't think so.
Stream.
But
our first real viewer. Welcome. And we have $2.
Welcome to the Discord.
We are going off. Holy cow.
But yeah, Cavaliers. Game 7.
Here's my thoughts. LeBron James is the greatest player to ever play basketball.
Yeah.
Also, hold on, before you go off on that,
I'm
I'd like to say I think I fixed Nightbot. He shouldn't be a problem anymore.
Yeah, we'll
Did
see.
you just turn him off?
For the most part.
Yeah, we'll see.
He's still modded, so okay, that's something. What was I gonna say?
Cavs.
Cavs. LeBron James is the best player to ever play basketball. Michael Jordan spam in chat. Yeah. He is the best player to ever play basketball. He is probably playing with the worst team he's ever played with at this point. I think this team might be worse than the 2007 Cavs. That's questionable. It's up for debate. But with how bad... And, okay, George Hill has been decent in these last couple games.
His supporting cast is
beyond that. I mean,
lacking,
Jordan Clarkson does nothing on defense,
and we don't have a coach.
He doesn't score. Ty Lue is probably shouldn't be an NBA coach.
Definitely
Head
should
coach.
be an NBA coach.
I mean, you can maybe assistant. He was good. I think his personality and his style is perfect for an assistant coach, because an assistant coach doesn't necessarily have to be, dictating plays and stuff like that. But how he interacts with the players, I think, is really good to have that presence in the locker room. But I think you also need someone that actually knows the game of basketball in the slightest.
Yeah.
To be able to orient your team on what to do when LeBron's not in the game or when LeBron's tired.
Hey, I could be an NBA coach.
Here we
right?
go.
There we go.
The only
Darren,
part that Darren's going to
how much have you watched basketball?
Hey, I've watched a lot of basketball over the
Sure
last
you can, Grant.
2 years with you guys. So, I've learned a lot. They go up and down the court and they put it in the hole.
I have
in
a
the
question.
hoop. So
I have a question.
that's all you need to
Can
know.
you name 10 teams in the NBA, Darren?
The answer
Go
is
for
no.
it.
Well, the
Go for
Cavs
it.
are the only team you need to know, so
I
I
will-
don't know why you'd
Go
ask
for it,
that.
Darren. I'm
Let-
just curious, though.
Can I hit on Grant's comment really
I think
quick?
I could.
He says you can't have a good coach for LeBron.
Well-
I disagree with that, because I think the key to success, and what they kind of found in Miami, is there are times when LeBron gets tired. There are times when LeBron doesn't take over the game. There are times when LeBron doesn't dictate the offense or the defense. During those times, it is crucial to have a coach to reorient. And LeBron, even though he's the best player in the NBA, I don't think that's arguable. He has lapses too, and he needs to be set straight too. There are a lot of possessions he takes off on defense. Granted, that's normally during the regular season. It still sometimes happens. And he has to be set straight sometimes too.
I think a coach should be, especially for a LeBron team, should be focused. You don't need to coach LeBron. You really don't. I mean, he is going to do what he does. I think the coaching needs to come for the other players and rotations. Like, why is JR playing 26 minutes with 2 points in the game?
Yeah.
Why is Korver not in the corner?
Exactly.
Like, some of those things in the past few games that just don't make much sense.
Well, as an extension of that, how LeBron's game is, he's as weird as this is, he's a pass first guy.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's not the best option, right? So, for that example, okay, you need a coach to say, we need you to be aggressive because J.R. Smith is 1 for 8 in this game, and Kyle Korver, well, he can only play 15 minutes a game because he's 700 years old, so we can't have him in all the time. Okay? You need a coach that is going to, to do all the things that LeBron can't, which is pretty significant. I mean, yeah, you can surround LeBron with the best talent and whatever, but it only means so much if it's not running as a cohesive unit.
It really doesn't.
And
mean
LeBron
anything
can't
at
do that
point.
by himself. No one can.
Yeah.
Right? It has to be a cohesive unit. And that's no shade at LeBron, like I said. No one will ever be able to do that. I don't think. I mean, probably not. Not in the modern
Not in the
NBA.
game that we know it right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, sure, back in the day, well, okay, Wilt Chamberlain is just 6 inches taller than everyone and better than everyone else. Yeah, okay, just throw him the ball, let him score 100 in a game. Yeah, okay, maybe you could do it then, but now you can't do that, Shaq is probably the last player we'll see that had that sort of dominance in the NBA, I think. So,
All right, I'm gonna jump back over to me real quick. So I got 2 things here.
All right.
So Ian asked if I could name 10 NBA teams.
Oh, he's a cheater.
No, I
He's
have
a cheater.
I have not looked
Pull
up
up your
anything.
search
Okay,
history. Pull up your search history.
I don't need to because I'm not cheating.
All right.
I don't think I can,
Okay.
but I'm gonna go for it.
All right. Shoot for
Okay,
the stars.
so obviously we got the Cavs,
Yeah.
the Celtics,
All
right,
Yeah,
right.
you're popping off. Here
Right.
you go.
Heat from Miami,
Okay.
right?
I just talked about the Heat. It's fine though.
You got the Golden State Warriors,
Okay.
right?
Now I think this is where he starts to stall out.
the Rockets.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so you've named the final
Okay,
four this
okay,
year.
yeah. See, so
There you go.
what do we got? Is the Nets one? I feel like I've heard that.
That is.
Yeah.
That was
Can
probably
you
loud.
name
I'm sorry.
where?
I apologize. Can you name the state, city of origin?
Darren, you're looking good
No.
from this angle.
No.
This is your angle.
I'm thinking. Okay, so I could be wrong. This might be a football team.
Hold on. I'll give you a
Is
hint
the
for
Kansas City Jayhawks a football or a basketball?
That is
Kansas
Or
City.
another
Jayhawks.
sport.
It
Who
is the
knows?
Kansas Jayhawks, and that is
Okay.
the
College
University of
basketball,
Kansas
right? Yeah.
basketball team.
Okay. Well,
College
it's a basketball team.
See, here's
At least
the thing.
I had the right sport.
Me and Cody disagree on this touchy subject. Is I prefer college basketball way more than the NBA for many reasons. I think Grant's going to get real bitter in the chat here in a second.
Yeah,
because,
there he goes.
yeah,
the lull.
because Grant watches every single. Like, I'm pretty sure Grant has watched every Cavs game this year.
Probably.
All but probably more. Grant's watched all but probably 10 this year.
Sorry.
Okay, but anyways, let's go back to Darren. So, the Nets are in Brooklyn, New York. Yes.
Okay.
So,
I missed 2 games, he said. Nice. What is that, 6? 5?
5.
6. 6. He said the
See,
Heat.
here's the
Oh, yeah.
problem is, like, I have a lot of names going around in my head, but I'm pretty sure they're all football teams.
just toss them out.
Yeah, go for it.
Toss 'em
all,
out.
dude.
They're definitely all football
That's fine. Just go for
Alright.
it.
I'll be proud if you can name football teams too, honestly.
I don't know that I could name 10 football teams.
Okay, well, let's focus. Just name some names. We'll see how many you get
Okay.
for every sport.
I know the Jets are a team.
That's
Okay.
football.
That's
That is
football.
football. Yeah,
Jets.
New York Jets.
Okay. The Giants are definitely a football team, right?
Hold on. Give me 3 dabs from one of you. Darren, hit a dab and switch the camera angle.
Whoa, okay.
Oh, the
Oh,
camera
Darren.
wasn't even on me. Is
All
it
right.
switch?
It's on
Ready?
you guys.
3,
All right, here we go.
2, 1.
All right.
And bring it back with the left.
All right, Darren. Continue with
I'm falling
the
apart.
names.
All right.
Oh, that was so good.
I don't
It was
have-
synced up. I think was that synced? Chat was ours synced up? I think that was pretty on
I hope so. You
point.
counted it down. I went for it.
All right, so I don't have many more
You're
many more
so
team
good.
names. Something else real quick as a side note I want to ask. Has the video been like choppy?
I haven't
At
noticed
all.
it.
It hasn't.
Okay.
So that's
good.
working.
Yeah. Cuz we had if you were here last week, we had some major problems with the video being really glitchy and whatnot, and
Tech support in
I think I
2018.
fixed that. So
There we go. Upscaled 720p. Lol.
Yeah.
Not choppy. Good. That makes me happy. I feel like, generally speaking, last week was pretty rough. But like,
Yeah. We've upgraded
like
10
this
times
week,
this week.
I think
we got it
this week's
down.
like actual production value.
I mean, think about it. We started with Cody's
pretty on
mic
point.
being muted in the intro, and then the cameras kept bugging out crazy.
like the entire time.
Yeah,
the audio was
and-
kind of bad just overall.
Yeah, it was, and I mean the conversation was good, but the audio was trash. The camera angles were bad.
Yeah.
It was just
Yeah, I
it
feel
was
like
rough.
we've improved a lot.
Yeah. All right,
I'm
so
proud. I'm
let's
proud.
go back to the top D. Top D.
Oh,
link.
the link.
Oh, we're going to the
Yeah,
link?
we're going to
Okay,
the link.
Okay.
Top D link.
So, hey, hold on. We got a new update here. We can watch videos on the screen
Whoa!
here.
Big
We're going to switch
pog.
to that right now.
Let me know when you're switched.
Yeah,
We're on that now.
I
We're
wanna
on that now,
monitor.
so
You
we
see
can
it? Yeah,
we
I
can
wanna
play the
monitor.
video.
All right,
I
we're
gotta
rolling.
Unmute it.
Oh yeah, damn.
Why are we watching this?
This is what Grant sent me as a link.
Is this TOS?
Probably, dude. I don't know how loud this is compared to our voices, so you're gonna have to give us some feedback on how loud this video is.
I'm unsure why Grant sent this.
Because of the chat.
Look at Grant.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yep. Darren, I really like this overlay. It looks good.
Yeah.
That setup's nice.
The chat works.
Yeah.
Let's get
So the question is how the video audio sounds compared to our audio.
I'll tell you what, my headset is too loud. That's...
You think your headset's too loud? Mine's coming from the mixer. My eardrums have been blown out 5 times over by this point.
Yeah. Every time it says Ocean Man.
What a jam. Thanks for
It
the
honestly
stop
is a
delay.
jam.
Oh, yeah.
He said sounds fine, by the way. Oh, there's Mason.
Hey, Mason's in here.
Thanks for joining. Mason.
Hi, Mason.
Oh, wait. Aren't you at work?
He probably got off.
Oh, wait. Oh, we got off.
Mason's a cop. He can stream all he wants on the... He just sits there all day. What do
No,
you mean?
actually, hold on.
No, we got a nice
We got an
AC
air
going.
conditioner in here now.
Yeah.
And the amazing thing is it's running and you can't even hear it.
Yeah, and I turned it to high and still can't hear it.
Really? I didn't even notice that.
Exactly. Yeah. So, it's good. Well, hello, Mason.
Hey, thanks
Hey.
for joining us.
I hope you're still coming over later to make.
Better come over.
But yeah. Thanks for the link. The next Top D can send a link as well. That's how this goes. Stealing it straight from Tim the Tap Man.
Top D links only.
Top D links only.
All right. So the AC was a donation from our good friend Ian over there.
Can we
Yeah,
get
Bringing that in.
Claps in chat.
claps in chat, please?
It's just from
I
my
really
apartment.
like
It's
that
from my
over there.
apartment in college.
Because last week I thought we were all gonna die. It was very hot in
It was
here.
bad.
I was sweating.
I don't know if
wearing
you could
pants.
see it in the video, but we were sweating.
I was wearing
hardcore.
pants. I thought I was going to die. Hey, Mason.
Yeah.
Do we not have better... We need to get whatever this is called.
What?
Better TTV. It's like a big emoji thing. Cavs going to win Game 7. You missed that talk.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we just got done
Cavs
talking
at
about
The
that.
answer
Sure,
is
but we can go
yes.
back into that a little bit.
I kind of... Here's the thing.
Well,
They were wearing shorts is what I meant.
Yeah.
The
Maybe.
I think I really want a Cavs Rockets finals.
I think that's our only chance to
But-
win.
Yeah, it definitely is the only chance to win.
Who's proud
But
of me
if
drinking
not-
water, by the way? Trying to get healthy. Let's get after it.
hey, but I want to note that it's in a fruit punch jug that he drank, so...
Okay, but I drank this across, I finished it today. I've been mixing in some water.
I'll have you know that I bought this fine jug in the mountains of
Eureka.
West Virginia at a gas station
Yeah.
about a week and a half ago, and I've been using it ever since.
Yeah.
So shout out to the environment and not killing fish.
Not, well, only if our hook gets too deep.
Well, yeah.
Sometimes you gotta
Out here
sacrifice
ripping
some
lips,
gods.
my dude.
Ripping lips.
Shout out to Darren's family for the pond
For
that
the
we get
pond?
to fish at. That's the
Show
biggest.
Carlos.
Oh, he's too fat.
Carlos.
dude.
Yeah, go get-
I'll go get him.
Go get
I'll
Carlos.
Bring him in. Bring him in.
I would like to see them against the Warriors again,
They'll probably come in if I just...
but I can't. I can't stand Curry's teething ring. Drives me nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. You gotta post Cody in the same. No, I don't know
It's
if
on
we can
YouTube.
show. I don't know if we can show that on stream. Is he?
What,
is he
on
still
the
on top of the?
Yeah,
rail?
is he on the? Yeah.
Mason, I don't know if we can show that on here because vomit is like big TOS.
We can listen to the audio.
Wait. We might
The
be
audio
able
is
to
the best part.
Honestly, we have 9 viewers.
Yeah.
Like, are we gonna get banned? I don't know.
Carlos
Just
is
take
mad.
the VOD down after we download it. Oh no,
Oh, here we
Carlos.
go.
He was getting
Dude, he's
I
so
walked
fat,
up to him.
dude.
I walked up to him earlier and started petting him.
Darren, I can feel the heat. Shut the door.
Oh,
It's too late.
Darren, shut the
Darren.
door.
Carlos is going to get real mad and run away here soon.
It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube,
All
already.
right, Carlos is here now.
I think it's on Grant's channel.
I pulled him out of a pretty
101.
bad spot to get him from, but
Where the Facebook in 2018.
he's going crazy.
Lol. I think it's just like
Say hi,
Can
Carlos.
someone shut that door? I can feel it.
There, you can probably hear him on the stream there.
Type a bunch of 101s. Yeah, there you go.
Carlos
Darren, I'm
is
dying.
running away now.
Oh, here.
I want to respond to the.
Here it is.
I would like to
boys.
see him against the Warriors again, but I can't stand Curry's teething ring. Drives me nuts. I'm a Twitch admin. I'll ban you. Where's your thing?
your thing.
Please don't ban me. I don't want to
bans,
get banned.
please. I apologize for our night.
Make a new account next day. Whoa. No, you found it.
I did find it.
Should we watch it? Can we watch that?
What?
The milk.
Is that against TOS? Is throwing up on Twitch?
All right, here's the thing.
Ban 'em.
What's the language like in that?
Well, I mean, I guess
don't think it's bad.
I don't think so. There might be some swearing. So
Okay, well the first
might be
thing
some
is,
light
Hey,
swearing
Frat
in this
Dad's
video,
saying
so-
hi to Cody in chat.
oh, is that Clay?
don't know,
Hey,
probably.
Clay. Probably. It's got to be Clay. What's going on, Clay? Top D, and we'll play a link. He probably doesn't know what Top D is. If you donate us money, we'll play a
I
link.
just saw the stream glitch a bit. The cameras tweaked a little bit like they were.
Well, hopefully that doesn't happen too much. So are we playing this video?
Well,
or?
okay. Mason suggests that we give a background for the gym before.
How do you even
Well,
summarize
here's the
that?
thing. We need to do that eventually. Because
Yeah, I
it
mean, I
is the
guess.
majority of the gym is probably that's very true.
Yeah.
the gym.
We'll try to do the quick explanation. So the gym is a gymnasium.
Here, you know what? Let me give a slight overview of this since I was there.
Yeah,
from
you were
the
there.
start and
I
I
wasn't
was there. So
Sellouts.
So to really understand the gym, you got to go back a little bit. We used to all hang out in a friend's basement. Okay.
Shout out to Ben.
Yeah, in Ben's basement.
I don't know if
And we started a business in there, doing
Whoa.
like
A failed
computer.
business.
Yeah, it's a very very failed business. Doing computer IT services and selling computers and whatnot. And eventually we outgrew that area, and we moved into what is known as the gym. And we call it the gym because it was a gymnasium where people played basketball and volleyball at. And we then converted this gym into a I don't really have words to describe what it is. It was a good project from the start, but it turned into so much worse. It's basically just a giant man cave, I guess, is a good term to describe it.
Yeah.
That's why I allow this message.
But we just, it gets out of hand. It gets really dirty, that kind of stuff. So there's a lot of we had a thing called midnight wrestling. We all slept in the same
Midnight
bedroom
wrestling.
for a
This
time.
is just
Wait, hold on. When you say we all, do not
Well,
group me and
okay,
Cody into
okay,
that.
yeah.
You
So
and
me
Grant
and
slept
Cody
in the
were-
same bed.
No, we slept in the same. Everybody slept in the same bedroom.
Yeah,
while we
yeah.
were there. Yeah,
There was what, 5 of you in the same bedroom?
4 or 5 depending on the time. But we had this thing every night called midnight wrestling, and we would basically just use all the mattresses as a wrestling ring. And there were multiple times that I'm not sure how someone didn't get killed, but
Well, Jack and Cody almost killed each other very... I mean, there was some heads bashed off of dressers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You got thrown through the floor.
Yeah. Well, no, I got slammed onto a bed, and the bed frame went through the floor.
Yeah.
I think that was me. That could have been Grant. I'm not sure when it happened, but yeah. So that's the gym. It's kind of like a giant man cave that we built inside of a gymnasium, and we had a lot of really good ideas that turned out very mediocre.
Yeah.
So why was I explaining that? I don't remember. What
we're gonna watch.
We're gonna watch the
Oh,
milk.
yeah. Okay. So some background on this story. We're at Walmart one night. We used to do a lot of late night Walmart trips, just see what we.
This
could
is like
waste money
3
on.
a.m., by the way.
Yeah, this is 3 or 4 in the morning
Yeah.
for sure. And we come across these half gallons. Now it's like St. Patrick's Day this time, so we come across these like half gallons of green mint milk,
Mint vanilla.
and we're like,
Mint
oh,
vanilla,
there's-
dude.
Yeah, we're like, oh, there's no way that these taste good in the slightest, right? So,
Well, did they taste good, Cody?
well, I don't know. I didn't drink it. You're gonna have to.
Cody, did they taste good in the beginning?
You'll see the video.
No.
It doesn't look like it was a good time.
In the beginning, it wasn't bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't.
So
bad.
I don't like mint things to begin with, so I was never gonna do this challenge. But we got them for Jack and Cody, and they decided
Jack
they
is
were
one
gonna
of
do,
our
like,
really
a
good
race.
friends.
He'll probably be on.
He'll be
here
on the
at some
show
point.
for sure eventually.
But anyways, they decide they're gonna do a race, see who can finish this half gallon.
Well,
first.
our goal was to what's the milk challenge? Drink one in like an hour or something.
Yeah.
Our goal was to drink one in like 30 minutes.
Yeah,
because it was a half.
so,
gallon.
and I think it was kind of a race too. So,
What's going on,
anyways, they
Ranger?
start drinking this, and basically this video is towards the end of it. And at this point, I'll let Cody describe how he felt, but
Yeah, well, to clarify, I think like the entire experience was like 10 minutes. So like you can see the amount of volume left in the jug. I mean, we were
quick.
going pretty quick. And you'll be able to see in the video what is happening to my body during this experience, and it's not pleasant.
Jack is
Jack is
just
a champion.
casually
But
casually sitting there.
Jack said himself though he didn't. He did not want to continue drinking. He wished he could have thrown up.
He said that Jack doesn't throw up.
So
Our friend.
So
Jack.
let's just play the clip.
light warning, maybe some light swearing, and vomit warning for this video.
Yeah. This really brings back some memories.
Dude,
Jack's just casually slurping it
That's
down.
Jack over there.
And then I had to get off.
Okay, so there's the timer right there. So this is like 5 minutes in.
When I was little, and I
Gotta love that
like sneeze and shit.
portrait.
Oh man, this hurts.
There, the pain's kicking in.
Not meant to be.
Yeah.
Oh, hey Ben. Welcome. We're
going on,
going
Ben?
throwback video.
So you can see Cody's not having a good time here.
The high pitch.
Oh yeah, Clay, I forgot about that.
The high pitched chuckling in the background is Ben. Just so you guys know, Ben and Darren.
I forgot to tell you guys. I did chug a gallon of milk in college.
We're all just trying to get Cody to throw up at this point.
Do we want to talk about throwing up, Darren?
No.
I didn't think so.
Oh my god.
You gotta finish, Vito.
This is not.
Vito, if you just go for it right now, you could beat Jack. Think about that. Like,
There's
maybe
not
throw
much
up,
that
but
left.
My stomach hurts.
Like
No,
in hindsight,
but-
there's not much left at all. But in the moment,
It's
you know
not,
that
but
it's bad.
I don't even want to think about it.
at some point you just get so defeated that it seems
This
like
was what, like 3 years ago?
More than that, maybe.
No,
I was still in college,
Was it freshman year of college? for you?
maybe.
2.5 years.
It's the after.
2016 is when it was
It's
posted.
your stomach, you feel it.
I mean,
Oh,
you
here
notice
it
I'm
is.
making no sense.
Here it is.
No. And you'll notice I'll say, I just want this out of me or something like that, and that's when it goes downhill. Oh. It's like I can feel it.
Vomit warning, by the way, if you're.
Yeah,
Not
if
about
you
it.
are, yeah, big vomit warning. If you don't want to see that,
Except now you're not on the
turn away.
ass end of it. Think about that, Darren.
We're getting there.
Yeah, we're
Here it is.
close. We're close.
Jack's in pain. Look, Jack's not even drinking anymore. He just is waiting for
It
Cody to
hurts.
vomit.
It hurts. It's not pleasant. It was so thick too. It's like thicker than normal milk.
Any universe in which
Listen,
you
here
can do
we
a
go.
whole gallon of that. I just wanted to come on.
Yep. So,
All right. Well,
That's enough of that. That's enough of that. But
oh no.
but the story in chat.
are we talking about what they just said about me?
I think so.
Okay, so I mean,
Everyone's
you
been
ever
there,
get the
Why do
flu and
throw
you're
up
just
so
like
much?
you're just like deadly sick, and you're just it's coming out everywhere and you don't know which place to go first.
Here we go.
I mean, we've all been there.
Oh
So, but so Cody, how was that? In hindsight, how was that milk challenge
no.
for you?
Would you do it again?
I would 100% do it again. I wouldn't do it again for free.
Well.
Sell out. I mean, it's 2018. Who's not selling out? Let's get it. I mean, I'd do it again. I don't know if anyone noticed. Frat dad. We went to school together. Throwback to when I chugged a gallon of milk and immediately threw up once I finished. So that was that my junior year? Yeah, because you were still in school. That was my junior year. We were doing like a fundraiser for like a philanthropy or something, and so I mean, I didn't have to be involved. Let's clarify, but my friend was raising money, whatever, and so he.
Oh no!
and so he put up like little containers.
Yes, hold on.
Wait, let me finish the story.
I couldn't even finish the.
No.
There isn't much Cody
he
would
put
do.
up containers to do like dumb stuff, right? Like the eat wasabi,
Eat wasabi.
eat wasabi, drink a gallon of milk, whatever. So anyway, the wasabi one ends up winning, and I'm just like, well, I can't let him go into this alone. So I take the one that has the second most money in it, which so happened to be the gallon of milk. You know, I think at this point I had forgotten the pain that I went through when I did the mint milk. So we're sitting outside of their house, right? Ready to embark on this journey of him eating a bunch of wasabi and me drinking a gallon of milk, which funny, contradictory there. So he eats it. I mean, yeah, you were suffering, but I don't think it was that bad. Now I think I didn't finish the gallon, but I was really close. And so sitting outside, I literally just white vomit all down their driveway. All down their driveway.
Oh man.
I mean, I'm just flowing like Niagara. You know what I mean? It's horrible. And I tried to like prepare myself for it, so I drank like some water and stuff before just to like hopefully be able to hold the volume better. You threw up? I didn't know you threw up. Really?
Well, he said he did it in secrecy.
Yeah.
Wow, dude. Didn't even
He's like,
tell your
oh,
best
bro,
friend, dude.
I'm doing fine. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, and then he just sticks his fingers down.
I mean, I've been there. I mean, look, hey, you just saw it 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably do it again though. I'd probably give it another try. I'm 0-2, and
well, you're about to be 0-3, baby.
you should stop shaking your leg
Oh, is it
because
shaking?
it's shaking my mic and it's pissing me off. So yeah, donate $5 and I'll drink a gallon of milk.
All right. I want to talk about what
he said Matador says $20. You go and buy that and chug it on stream.
Okay. Donate $20 and I'll do it.
All right, so I want to talk about what Birkbeck said in chat about that girl puking out of the car back in 2014. So this really is just something we saw. I think, Ian, you were there?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we're driving along. We come up to this intersection, right? And I think we're stopped at the stoplight at this intersection. It's a four-way intersection. Now, this car is... So if you can imagine, we're pulled up to the intersection, and it's a four-way intersection, right? And this car is turning past us like this, right? They're coming this way. And there's just this girl, like, hanging out the back window, like, she's probably a good halfway out the window, just vomiting all over the side of the car.
Yeah, dude, her hips are, like, resting on the window.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and there's just, I mean, it's just covering the side of the car, because they're going probably 40 or so.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just coating the side of the car, getting all over the road. And it was an interesting...
It was an interesting sight, to say the least.
Yeah.
It was...
I don't think I was
It
there
was
for that.
crazy.
No, I don't think you were.
Wow. That feels bad.
But that was a sight to behold. So
That's something. Wow.
we got a ton
really
of stories
feel,
we
I
could
really
talk
feel like after high school, at least in my life, vomiting became like a thing that just happened to people regularly. Like, I don't know what went wrong with like people's mindset after the age of 18, but it's just like when I was a kid, right, and I'm sick, I'm like crying because I don't want to throw up. Well, Saturday comes around and I decide, well, I might as well drink a gallon of milk. I mean, I don't know what goes wrong in my head that some switch just flicks. It's like, it's okay to throw up every now and again.
Not for me, dude. I haven't thrown up in 6 or 7 years.
Usually you put a poster behind it.
It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
If we put an arrow on it, we'll probably get like 5 million more views, right? Isn't that what it's all about in your thumbnail? Arrow, kills best Fortnite player, instant 2 million views. That's all you need, really.
I
Anything?
think we all have some good stories. We've all done a lot of stupid
There's
stuff.
some that
is
I
what
probably
it is.
can't say on stream.
What it comes down to
To be
is we've all done
honest.
some pretty dumb stuff.
Clay, if you say anything, you're banned.
You're banned.
So I want
It's
half
just,
of the profit.
You know,
No.
it's just one of those times where it's a miracle that none of us have gotten hurt seriously bad.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Like, we've set fires inside a building that's not even a little bit
We've set
to code.
fires by shooting bottle rockets and stuff inside.
We've lit fireworks inside closed rooms.
Yeah.
I've laid on top of cars going way too fast.
Yeah.
That's hard to argue with.
There's been some stuff.
Yeah. There's
Some
been,
stuff.
there's
I
been some
think
good times.
I think everybody has got some stupid stuff they've done that they probably shouldn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, that's some people a bit more than other people.
Like eating a golf ball size of wasabi in one bite.
Yeah,
like-
that was
or
a bad
like-
time.
Or like burping until you throw up. I mean, we've
Yeah.
all been there though. So I don't know. Does anyone else donate, dude? Do we have any more links? Or should we?
No.
All right. Well, I'm waiting on your 20.
So Grant's still the top D of the day.
Yep.
Top D.
Top D.
$1.
Brady said he was going to donate too,
Grant,
but I haven't seen him.
I'm surprised you didn't link that. What everyone's been linking in Tim's chat, the bird or whatever, and he gets pissed as hell. I forget what the video is. Do you know what I'm talking about, Grant?
The bird?
The little. He just walks around.
The
He
bird.
pecks to the beat or
Yeah,
something.
smacking his
dude.
head against the drum.
Reminds me of Carlos a little bit. Just
Dude,
smacking his
Carlos.
head
Okay,
against
let's talk
it.
about Carlos for a second.
Windsor.
There is a 80% chance that Carlos is either has a brain tumor or
Yeah,
is
100%.
mentally handicapped.
I
Because every time that you're holding him or he's just walking around, he just presses his head as hard as he can into an object. Like
yeah.
sometimes it's your like elbow, sometimes it's like your chair of your desk.
And it's not like
There's just a ton of
I
stuff.
want to put some emphasis on. It's not like he just like comes up and rubs his head along you or something.
no.
He's comes up and he's just like full force.
Just press his
Just
head in you.
rams into
Yeah.
you. Just,
Yeah.
I don't. By the way, hi Griffin.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Thanks for watching. Donate Venmo me $5, Griffin, or you're banned.
Cody's the give me the money guy.
Yeah. Well,
I need that money guy.
I'm a sellout. I mean, that's who I've been for the last, pretty much my entire life, to be honest.
Darren? Sell out?
Or,
I don't know if that's
should
the word
we
I would
talk?
use,
Should we talk about another sellout here on this platform that we're streaming?
Oh
on?
boy.
but- Uh-oh.
Here we go.
I really want to watch. I really want to listen to
Hey,
our favorite
Grant
song.
is the new top D of the day with $1.01.
Hey,
He beat
send that
himself.
link in chat, boy.
There you go. Did you donate? Did he have a link or anything? No links.
I don't know if he includes the link in the message or not. I was just getting the notification on the email.
I would be interested to watch Mr. Big Guy, if
Mr. Big Guy.
if you guys are interested.
Let me pull it up real
Well-
quick. Give some background.
Oh,
story.
he put link in Dono. We'll do that first.
Yeah.
This dude said, I almost cut my finger with some paper. That was wild, dude. We've all been there. We went to high school with someone that cut her finger, had to go to ER with a butter knife.
Well, let's talk about, if we're going to talk about people's cutting themselves, let's talk about our wood shop teacher.
Mr. Peters.
Mr. Peters.
Yes.
Huge shout out to him. He'll never watch this. But this man,
No link.
this is the most man I've ever encountered in my life. So he was our woodshop professor, right? Or teacher, I guess. He cut his thumb off with a bandsaw. Finished that, put it on ice, went to the hospital, got it sewn back on. On the way back, he was holding some books, and he shut that same thumb in a car door and pulled it off again. Right? And so he's like, all right, well, I got to go back to the hospital. But then he's like, but wait, I have to go back to school.
I don't know that I want to play that link.
What is it?
Oh boy. You send stuff to me via
It's
Discord.
not a TOS thing. It's just a I don't want to do that to the chat thing.
Oh no. Oh no.
I cut
Did
it.
you see it again? I sent it to you on
Oh
Discord.
man.
Oh no.
Well, we gotta do it though. He's top D.
Scam.
Dude,
Top
he's
D.
top D.
I guess.
He's top D,
throw that
man.
up
Brace
in
your
the,
headphones, boys.
Oh no.
Wait, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
I'm gonna put these on so I get the full experience. But I'm not excited for it. I'm not excited for it. Grant, I don't know if this was worth $1 and a penny.
Probably not.
All right, here we go. Everyone brace yourself. Headphone warning. Oh, boy. It just sounds
We're
so
not
bad.
watching this whole thing.
It just sounds so bad. Like, it really...
I forgot to unmute it, so they're just now hearing it.
Oh, well, it's just...
But you'll thank me for that, so...
This is.
Why do people find this?
Because...
Why do people make this?
This is the kind of stuff that just makes me question my place in society. I mean, you said they can't hear this?
No, they can. They couldn't right at the beginning because I forgot to unmute it, but...
Wow.
I'm glad that's over.
Yeah, honestly.
Come on. Now, can we play a real
Okay,
song?
so I need you to talk about...
Are
I need
we-
you to give some background of this.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to try to remain as unbiased as possible in this, but here's what I'll say. So one of the first podcasts I ever watched is Painkiller on Already, primarily on YouTube. I think they upload other places, but I think that's their primary source of where they upload their content. It's a louder clap. So the founder of that podcast is this guy called Wings of Redemption, right? So he brings on a couple friends with him, Woody's Gamer Tag and FPS Russia. So they started this podcast together, right? It's going well, whatever. They're pulling a lot of views, probably mostly because they're all fairly popular on YouTube at the time.
Really popular. FPS Russia.
I mean, FPS Russia had
That's OG YouTube.
the second most subscribers, I think, on YouTube at one point.
Yeah.
So anyway, stuff starts going downhill, right? And Woody and FPS Russia get together, and I'll call him Kyle. That's his real name. Woody and Kyle get together, and they're like, "Listen, Wings isn't holding up his part in this anymore." Blah blah blah. But so anyway, he ends up getting kicked off the show that he effectively started. But you can argue that he wasn't necessarily the one that brought it to fame.
Not even a little bit.
But anyway, after that, he kind of focused on his YouTube career for a while. Then he ended up bumping over to Twitch. That's where he is now. He streams on Twitch. And basically, there was a period in his Twitch career where he was very toxic. He wasn't enjoyable to watch, really. He was very depressing, very angry towards his viewers, banning people for at first things they didn't deserve to be banned for just because he didn't want to talk about them. I think there's one clip out there where he literally says to a guy in game that he hopes their family dies in a car accident or something like that. Right, so there's this really bad period, and what ended up happening as a result of that is kind of what we're going to get into here. But basically, this community of people, trolls. I mean, they're trolls. Yeah. They clip his stream.
You can't really say
they upload
else.
it, and some people do some creative content. Most of these people are just stealing from his stream, content from his stream, and then cutting it down to get the most interesting clips and uploading it.
Yeah, so I mean, these people are, they're trolling him, and they're you know, whatever, and kind of, I guess you could say they're being mean to him. I think he brings it on himself, but
to a degree, I don't know if he does.
When you really look at it, he literally just.
I know.
You know, people are literally just cutting clips from his stream. It's not even like they're. I mean, there's to some extent, like what we're gonna watch, there is some content created around it, but for the most part, people are just re-uploading clips from his stream. So
it's all for the purpose.
Are they
of
trolling him or is he trolling himself?
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say. And it blew up a lot lately. So there's this video that's I'll call it high quality. I mean, there's a decent amount of production value. And then if you're familiar, I don't know exactly how it's pronounced. Medicare, I think is how it's pronounced.
Yeah.
It's a big YouTube guy, and he did a whole thing on YouTube. Last time I checked, it had like 250,000 views on Wings. And this was like a little bit after he was on the Painkiller Already podcast. So anyway, we're going to watch a song that this guy made. It's rendition of, I think there's a song called Mr. Blue Guy or something like that, and it's based off that, and so we'll give it a watch.
Slight language warning, I think.
I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad.
Okay, well I'm gonna put it there just in case. Put it there just in case.
Yeah, there might be.
All right, it's going
if
up
they
now.
play the people that jump into his party, there definitely will.
Well,
but I don't think they do.
All right, it's up, boys.
I'm just gonna jam to this. This is so good. Wings is streaming.
So this guy in the center is Wings.
This is Wings.
Wings is streaming, let's drop by. There ain't a mod in sight. He starts raging, everybody saves the clip, and now we're banned. Make a new
Is it
account
against
next
TOS?
day.
It bumped my head a little.
Get up for that thing you threw. Walk to the refrigerator for a Pepsi. Back to streaming for the pity, Mr. Wings. Please just tell us what you ate. Hey, hey. Mr. Big Guy, please tell us why you haven't cracked a smile in so long. Where did you go wrong?
This clip is so
Please
sad.
tell us why you haven't played with Kyle in so long. Where did you go wrong? Look here! Look, listen!
Kyle's facial expressions are so good.
Oh yeah.
So right here in this video, that is the Painkiller Already podcast. Shout
Shout out
out.
to them, dude. I love them.
Yeah.
Who could fucking
Definitely.
launch when they weigh
Hope,
that much anyway?
FPS Russia really
Keep my
starts
name out of
making
your
videos
mouth,
soon.
you fat piece of
I'll be at
shit.
the full send series by then. Cool. We might still be on by then. Still a lot to talk about.
Mr. Blue Shirt's right there laying into you. Wings go on and rage some more.
Rage some more Wings of Redemption.
Mr. Big Guy, please tell us why you haven't cracked a smile in so long. Where did you go wrong?
Love looking at Terrence's face. He's trying to hold back laughs.
Mr. Wings, we're so pleased to pull your strings.
When you look at like,
I
these-
love when he just
Just yams the
sends the
controller.
controller
when you're
behind
like
him.
looking at the like some of these clips, like it's the first death.
Yeah.
Like he's raging at the first death. in
The
game.
most amazing part about him is, I don't know if you see it in this video at all, but he is so good at dashboarding.
Yeah.
I've never seen it. I saw him uninstall a game in like 5 seconds.
Well, because when you dashboard or whatever, it doesn't count for your KD.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why it doesn't.
Fuck you. Fuck
Well, there's the
everybody.
language.
Just take might want to give a bit of background on the fight. I don't know how much you guys know about that.
I do.
I think Keemstar.
So he eats a lot of banquet meals.
Mr. Big Guy, please tell us why you haven't played with Kyle in so long. Where did you
This
go
is so
wrong?
good, man.
Hey there, Mr. Wings. We're so pleased to pull your strings. Look around, see what you do. Everybody laughs at you.
I don't know what I'll stream you. I really need to make this fucking.
Oh, this is.
I really wanted to get this fucking surgery.
This is sad.
I wanted
This
it
is
so
pretty sad.
fucking
Yeah.
bad.
So in this stream, he kind of like broke down and started crying.
Yeah.
Why the fuck you stream that shit? Hey, whatever. I hope your family dies in honorable death.
That
It is.
I'm done with it. Can't do it. I can't take this shit.
That was the iconic start to his rage when he lost a 1v1 against Syndicate.
So
That's so heavy.
Oh no, this.
that on Painkiller already. They watched this video,
Intended.
and right after the video's over, he's like, man, that was heavy, and
Yeah.
just they lost it after that. So,
No pun intended.
Shout out
you
to the
know.
content, boys.
so I think this guy, Wings, I don't think that he is in on the joke. That being said, I could very easily see him being in on this.
Maybe.
And, I mean, it's by no means is he not profiting from this.
No.
I mean, he's making much more money tonight, and he's making much more money since this has all started happening.
ton
He's
more.
gained
Probably
way
double.
more viewers and
Subscribers. He has like 600 right now.
he might not have been in on it at the start, and I don't know that he is, but I think that he provides the content for sure on purpose at times.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. I'm not completely sure, because I'll say this. Generally speaking, his reactions seem pretty sincere. Like I don't know. I mean, maybe it is on purpose. Maybe it's not. I'm not too sure. If it is, smart business decision, because
Right.
his stream wasn't doing very well before this happened. But I don't know. I don't know really where I stand on it, because I think before, like when it started spawning up, he was a really bad person to people in his chat and people he played with, and I'm like, I can get behind this, because this guy is toxic. I mean, he should probably be banned off Twitch for how he treats the people that he is saying donate or I'll turn off the stream to. Like, I don't know. That's kind of messed up to me. But now today, I mean, the last month, I'd say even, it's just kind of sad to a degree.
Yeah. So I want to go off into something else here that so I saw in chat we're having a Kaz party tonight. I think that we're going to B-dubs.
I think we're going to B-dubs. Yes.
I think, could be wrong, that might have changed.
I mean, I'm down.
But anyways,
B-dubs,
so
high
this
quality
kind of
meal.
B-dubs.
as I thought in
hit
my
us
head.
with that sponsor.
Oh no.
So as I'm thinking about B-dubs in my head right now, I think back to the last time we went to B-dubs randomly at like 11
Oh, yeah.
night, remember? And the only reason that I went, people were like, "Hey, we want to go to
Oh
B-dubs."
no.
And so the only reason that I wanted to go was because I wanted dessert
Well, let's give
nachos.
some background on that. We're all sitting around at Full Send Studios HQ.
Yeah.
And I was scrolling through Snapchat, looking at all the stories, and someone posted this video of them dunking their barbecue wing into the ranch. And I was just like, wow, I really want some beat-ups. So I turned around to my boys, and I'm like, hey, you guys want to go to beat-ups? And everyone's like, well, it's kind of late. Why you want to go? And then, Darren is like, well, I'd go, but only for the dessert.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm like, all right,
Right.
here's what we're gonna do. If I'm gonna play an Overwatch game, if I win the Overwatch game, we'll go to B-dubs. If I lose the Overwatch game, we're not going to B-dubs. Right? So I lose. I lose the Overwatch game because I was on a lose streak, right? And then we went to B-dubs anyways because Darren, even though he won't admit it, but Darren the whole time was like, Ian, we're still going to B-dubs, right? Are we still going to B-dubs? And I'm like, whatever.
Okay.
So we get to B-dubs, and then the bad thing happens.
So anyways, we get to B-dubs, and the whole reason that I wanted to go, the only reason that I was willing to drive to B-dubs is because I wanted dessert nachos, which if you've never had the dessert nachos, they're...
And let's clarify,
delicious.
That's the only reason I was going to.
Yeah, because
so
I
I
told
could
Cody
eat
he
his
could
cheesecake
have my cheesecake bites off of the dessert nachos because I don't really like cheesecake that much. So now this isn't really what I'm getting to with this story. I'll tell you that. I was mad, but I got the chocolate cake and it was good. So
not as good as
not as
them
good as
two
the dessert
boys
nachos,
though.
But I'm telling you, if I go there tonight and they don't have dessert nachos, I'm gonna be upset.
Yeah, but was the chocolate cake better than them two boys though?
No. But anyways, before I forget what I was getting at, so we go to Taco Bell a lot in my town. So this is what led me to this, them being out of something,
Gotta
right?
love it, man.
So we go to Taco Bell a lot. It's real close to where we're at, and, it's Taco Bell, so we go there a lot. Now, I don't know if the Taco Bells in your area have freezes or not, but let me tell you, 90% of the time that I go to Taco Bell, their freeze machine is broken. Now, I say broken like that because I know that it's not broken. I know they're just out of it. Because, like, half the time they tell me they're out of it, and half the time they tell me it's broken. And I'm like, if this machine is really this bad that it's broken, because I go to Taco Bell on, like, every other day at some point, you know? And I'm like, you can't tell me that this machine is broken this often because somebody would have developed a better machine by now. Right.
You would hope.
So they're just out of it. I know that's what it is. And they're like, hold on, let me check. So it's like they go over and they try and nothing comes out and they're like, okay, we don't have it.
No, they definitely just say, hold on, let me check, and then they just sit there for a second.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
That's
oh, yeah,
probably
let me
it.
tell this guy.
So anyways, I go, and now I've gotten a lot of free food at Taco Bell out of this. Because usually, like, I'll order one, they won't have it, and then they'll, like, feel like they have to make up for it, so they'll give me something for free. But, I don't want the free food. I want a freeze. That's like the whole reason I'm going to Taco Bell most of the time.
So do you are you a standard Baja Blast freeze guy, or do you like the other flavors?
Well, see, that's what I get now. But they had the Airheads Blue Raspberry one, which was very good. By the way, Taco Bell, I complained to Ubisoft on the last stream, so I'm going to complain to Taco Bell on this stream, and maybe we'll see something happen.
Turns. Here we go.
So they got rid of the Blue Raspberry Freeze, which was without a doubt the best one they had, for sure. Oh, yeah. And they replaced it with this, what is it, the Skittles Strawberry Freeze? Yeah, and it is, like, I'm not saying it's bad. I'll eat it, or I'll drink it, or whatever you want to say.
Well,
but it is like miles worse than the Blue Raspberry Freeze. And I don't know who at Taco Bell sat down with a Blue Raspberry Freeze and a Strawberry Freeze and was like, yeah, we should replace this with this. Because everybody knows that blue is the best flavor. It's always the best flavor.
Well, let's talk about all the stuff. They have the limited time Taco Bell stuff. Do you guys remember? I think it was in high school, I think, still. Junior, senior year. They had the $1 flatbread sandwiches.
They had those just not too long ago.
Yeah, but they weren't $1, though.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't.
Yeah.
No, they weren't, Darren.
I promise you they were.
Darren, I used to go to Taco Bell and
Unless
order...
I'm thinking of a different thing, but they just had... What was it that they just had? Like, a couple months ago. That was $1. The loaded grillers or whatever? Is that what they were called? I don't remember.
Yeah. That was what? The quesadilla or whatever, right? Was that $1?
I don't know what's going on. There was... it was like a limited... They only had it for like a month, and then it was gone, but it was $1, and it was like, way more food than anything else there that cost like $3.
No, I'm talking about the OG chicken flatbread sandwich.
Okay, well, it wasn't.
I don't remember.
I would roll into the Taco Bell and be like, yo.
Taco Bell several years ago, everything was just around the board cheaper than what it is now. So.
Yeah. It was like, hit me up with 4 of these chicken flatbreads, and I, $4 for lunch. So, that was back in the day when they still let people leave the high school to go get food, and now it's like a prison camp.
Yeah.
But
shout out class 2014. Last class was allowed to leave.
2015, boy.
Well, if you were in whatever stuff, but not everybody was allowed to leave for lunch.
Yeah.
Let's get it.
Speaking of high school, my brother and sister just graduated today.
Let's go
from high school.
Graduation.
How was that? Was it hot out?
Huh? Well, it's all inside now, actually.
Really?
Yeah. After my class, they moved it all into the gymnasium.
Mine was inside, and I could not hold my eyes open for more than about 3 seconds.
Well, you barely graduated, so.
I didn't want to go to graduation.
Darren, you almost dropped
out. I didn't go to
out.
my college graduation.
Well,
that's a joke. Yeah, no way.
But
no way in hell.
It worked out.
I
took one class my senior year.
Yeah, it worked out a lot.
Good.
We made it. We made it, boys.
Cody's done with school in general for the meantime, I guess, unless he goes back.
See.
I still have another year.
I'm only going back if it's free, honestly. So,
well,
pay for my education or your band.
Oh, Darren,
your graduation was outside.
Getting
I think
fact
you said
checked.
Inside.
Did I?
Yeah, you said inside.
I thought you said inside.
I meant to say inside.
I was gonna say yours was definitely outside.
I meant to say outside.
But let's work through this together.
Yeah, and it was so bright out, and you couldn't see anything. It was really hot.
Well, the issue for my graduation was there was like 30-mile-an-hour winds, so you couldn't hear the person talking with the.
Yeah.
it was bad.
Yeah.
So they moved
their
everything
mic quality
inside.
was pretty poor too. Nothing like nice Audio Technica. Sponsored. No, not yet. Sponsor us though, please. We love your mics.
Dude, I'll be in a commercial too, like Tim.
Yeah, I'll be in a commercial
I'll kick in a
for
door.
free. For free, I'll do it for free.
Well, I would do for
If you
free.
sponsor us.
Yeah.
Just sell out. You yes.
Yeah.
Look at me. Yes. That's what I do as a person. I mean, I think I saw earlier in chat. My friend said, "Where's this at?"
He said you would do anything
Yeah,
for money.
there
for money
isn't
or a ride.
much
Money or a ride.
There isn't much
Yeah.
Cody wouldn't do for money or a ride, and that exemplifies who I am as a person.
Yeah, so let me
Darren
put a
can
little
attest
note
to
in on
this.
this. So Cody still doesn't have his license.
Wow. Here
That's
we
a big
go.
part of this. So what
Here
are
we
you now?
go.
23, 22?
22.
Okay.
We're working on it. So surely.
So Cody still doesn't have his license. As such, he doesn't drive anywhere. So he needs rides places a lot of times. And I mean, I've seen him go to pretty great lengths to get a ride somewhere. The right. Oh, I'm the story guy. I thought
think
Cody
you're
was
the
the story
story
guy.
guy.
Courage,
okay.
10 years younger.
Okay, I'm
You
the
like
story
telling
guy.
stories.
I do like telling stories. So, anyways, Cody doesn't have his license, and he generally doesn't have any money either. So, pretty much, if he needs a ride somewhere or he needs money for food, there's very few things he won't do.
Yeah.
I can tell you this from experience. So.
Well,
Because I've basically been your chauffeur for the last couple of years.
it's hard to argue with. You've been there for me at my lowest points. Mom, if you're still watching, just take a note of that, okay? I'm just kidding. Thanks again for Longhorn last week.
Also, shout out to Matador, Ranger, and Bearded Granny for the follows on the channel.
Oh,
And
big
Matador,
followers.
I'll take that as a compliment. Courage is a very good-looking person, okay?
Big followers, dude. Here we go. We're
Yeah.
cooking-
Should I know who Courage is?
He... Is he caster now?
He's a caster. He plays Fortnite. I think he streams.
Yeah, he streams Fortnite every once in a
That's the
while.
guy I'm thinking of. He casted in Ninja's thing.
Yeah.
Dr. Lupo.
Yeah, the big, whatever you want, Fortnite
Okay.
tournament thing. He's just friends with all of them as well.
Okay.
But he's a good-looking guy, let me tell you.
Is he? I've never seen him. I mean,
I'm
not
just,
as
I'm just saying
good-looking.
that because he said I looked like him, so.
that's me and
Yeah.
Ken, his designated driver. Thanks,
Yeah,
Clay.
he I think he started as like a Call of Duty caster.
Yeah,
back
that's
in
what
the
he
day.
just said in
Oh, really?
chat.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, he might be good looking, but he can't be anywhere near our Lord and Savior Tim the Tap Man. Tat K Kevin in chat.
Dude,
Can't even do that.
listen.
It's okay.
Tim has Kevin, okay, but we have
Yeah, can we talk
plushy
about?
Ronald Reagan, okay?
Can we talk about
Look at this guy.
Big Ronald?
My girlfriend got this.
We can't see him this week.
We'll hold him up.
Yeah.
Big Ron.
There he
All right,
is,
yeah, when-
right there in the
Yeah,
in the
dude.
flesh, dude.
He's
Big
got it.
Ron, Big Ron. What else do we got around here? Let me. Can I hold
Yeah,
on to this
yeah.
for a little bit? I'm gonna do what. There you go. Okay, I'm just gonna.
Oh, yeah, just stick Rod on your shirt. Nice.
I'm just gonna.
Nice.
I saw Tim do this one time, but I want to be close to good old Ron. So we're gonna.
Everyone wants to be close to Ronald
we're
Reagan.
gonna- I've always wondered what it would
You
be
know-
like. What's that thing called when you get born? You're like one body, but you have two heads or whatever.
Siamese.
Conjoined twins.
Yeah, conjoined twins.
twins.
Is Siamese the right word?
I
for
mean,
that?
Siamese.
Siamese
is like,
kittens.
technical word?
I want a Siamese cat. The little
Yeah.
bald little running around. That'd be pretty cool.
Naked mole
Let's
rat.
get a naked mole
Shout
rat,
out to Kim
Siamese
Possible.
cat.
We're going off all the tangents today,
I-
boys.
I've always wondered what it would be like though to have like an extra head.
Oh, Kevin. Ooh, that's a good story. That's a good story.
Story time.
You guys have probably heard stories about Kevin. Ian and Cody, you've probably heard stories about him.
Goat.
I mean, I've
So-
met Kevin.
So if you flash back to when I was talking about the gym and the failed business attempt we had there.
The only reason it didn't fail immediately.
Was because
Well,
of Kevin.
Yeah, so
Also,
so this all
the
this all
reason that it
started-
failed was because of Kevin.
This is funny. The whole reason this business
Kevin
started, right, is because we wanted to run a big Minecraft server. So we're looking around on Craigslist. Yeah. So we're looking around on Craigslist for a server to buy, right?
Minecraft in 2018.
And
What story are you gonna tell us today?
So we're looking around on Craigslist for the server, and we come across this listing that, you know, says like a bunch of random computers and stuff for like really cheap, and we're like, we see all these computers. Now I'm talking computers with like white/light gray steel cases. So you know those computers from the 90s.
The school computers.
Yeah. So
Bob Ross.
we're like,
story,
well,
Bob.
dude, we could buy all these computers, and well, we got a zip tie right there. So we could buy all these computers, and we could, you know, put some died down version of Linux on them, sell them to grandmas so that they, you know, can go on their Facebook and check their email, and, you know, make a little bit of profit. So we go buy all these computers. Let me tell you, bad decision. So we get all these computers back. Now I'm talking like two. What are you laughing about?
Nothing, dude. We love your story.
Continue,
Okay,
Story
so-
time. Can I get a Darren story time in chat?
So we get all these computers. Now we're talking like 2 or 3 truckloads of computers. This is the first bundle of computers, right? 2 or 3 truckloads. And we come to realize, wow, this was a bad idea. We can't do anything with these. So we go down to, we start to take these computers apart and just tear them apart, and we're going to recycle them and get scrap value for them, right? So we're talking about pulling the motherboards out and the processors and everything and taking those to a special place that recycles those and gives you money for them. Now, that's a whole other story in its own, taking that stuff. We'll get to that at some point in this podcast. Not today, probably. But anyways, we bought this stuff from a guy named Kevin. And Kevin, I still don't know if he actually had a legitimate business. Kevin was a shady character, to say the least. Matador wants you to not interrupt the story, guys.
Yeah,
Just
sorry.
saying.
Continue.
Last interruption.
$5 to not interrupt.
Okay, so Kevin did some really shady stuff. I know he had some guns, so there was some stuff there. But anyways, we bought a couple loads of computers from him many times, and for some reason we kept thinking that we could make money from them. I don't think we ever really did. We lost a lot of money on this endeavor. All in all, we probably bought like $5,000 to $7,000 worth of computers from him, and each computer was maybe worth $20. So we got a lot of computers. But anyways, Kevin was just yeah. So you see in chat, eScrap Solutions. That's the place we took all our recycling stuff to, and it's up in Cleveland, Cleveland, Ohio, and it's in a real shady area. You drive into the area, and you feel like you want to have your windows rolled up.
There are a real shady area, a really shady area.
So you feel like you should have bulletproof windows really going into this place. So we find the place eventually. It's in some weird back alley place, and we go in the door, and there's this like cage inside the door. So you walk in, and you're inside of this little cage, right? And there's like tarps or something over the cage, and it's like black, and you can't see anything. And we're like ringing this little doorbell that's in there, and you know, just waiting for someone to answer the door or come. And like we're in there for probably 5 minutes before anyone comes, and we eventually get someone, and we're like, hey, we want to scrap this stuff. We had talked to someone on the phone before going there, and you know, eventually someone comes, we talk to them, and then they don't know like anything about what's going on. So we talk to this guy or his boss. He doesn't know anything. We go through like 4 or 5 levels of bosses until we get to the last guy that we had talked to on the phone, apparently. Right, and he kind of knew what was going on. So we sold our stuff. We got a check later for it. It was all good. And we probably went there 3 or 4 times, I think. But that was one of the sketchiest places I've probably ever been in my life. I don't think I would want to go back there.
Grant lost like $5,000 from it.
Yeah, from that business we all lost money. Grant lost the most for sure. But,
I didn't lose any.
It was a bad venture, but
Yeah.
you know,
Hard to argue with.
we learned from it not to make that mistake again.
So
D&D stories.
so here's a thing, Darren. my friend texted me and said, talk about your infamous blackouts with the boys. I'll throw you a bone for me, to me. Now, the question is...
Next story,
okay.
bud. See you for the next story.
What I'm not going to be able to do is I'm not going to talk about anything specific.
Definitely don't use names.
But what I will do is I will talk about... Mom, I hope you're still watching. I will talk about the culture that surrounded my lifestyle in college. So I was in a fraternity, and a thing that my fraternity did at the end of every year was like a little awards thing, right? And one of those awards just so happened to be worst blackout, right? So one person gets awarded that every year. Now, where it gets ugly is that I mean, maybe I'm a bit wrong on this, but I think the award should be named after me. Here's why. For 4 years in college, I won this award every year. I was the first person to do so, obviously, because who is a degenerate for that long of a period in their life besides yours truly? I mean, you can kind of notice this from my behavior. You know, I'll do anything for $1. Well, sometimes I do stuff for free. You won't do it. You know, that is, I mean...
That phrase has defined our generation.
To a lesser extent, that defines me than Darren. But we won't get too far into that. You won't do it.
You won't buy me that computer.
I have been inches away from death as a result of that statement. We're not going to talk about anything specific, but just...
What about the time at the gym?
That was...
When Ben changed your clothes?
I thought I was going to have to go to the hospital.
You probably should have.
For the first time. I probably
really
should have.
It would have been bad if you did have to, because I was the only person there who could have driven you.
Yeah.
No, I could have too.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was under 21 at that point.
So
I didn't think you were there.
That was a rough. I mean, that was a rough period in my life. I've started started normalizing myself a little bit. Starting to turn down.
Oh yeah, she heard. Kat, you are cool. That's my mom. She heard about that story the night that it happened. She was getting live texts about it.
I mean, like, I was fine. Like, don't get it twisted. I was fine. I could have drove home, 100%.
Except you can't.
You can't drive.
Yeah, exactly. But it would have been perfect. 100% would have made it home. That's kind of the point. Yeah. There's been a lot of rough nights in my life. That's for sure. I think I'm putting that behind me now. For the most part.
With the hope of your boys.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Except when we go to beat ups tonight and you get a beer.
I mean, like, what's wrong with a beer, though?
I mean,
the difference between a beer and 25 shots in 2 hours is pretty substantial. Okay? Clay, if you're still here, you remember my birthday?
well,
What a time.
if we're going to talk about lots of shots in a row, we're going to talk about Ben's birthday at Mike's place.
What a time.
With
Let
you
me,
four sitting at the table ordering rounds of shots for Ben.
I think our table, right? It was me, Chad, Grant, and I think Jack
yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. They were sitting there, right? And I think Grant had a $300 tab.
Our table spent, I think, $500. Because I think Jack spent $100.
Buying alcohol for Ben.
Yeah. And us, too. I mean, don't get it wrong.
Right.
Like, we were... Well, because I came late. Because, like, Mike's place is where I went to school. I went to school at Kent State. And so, obviously, our friends aren't too far from here. They, like, go in there. I was in school. Mason, I do what I want. Okay? So I met them
I'm a
there
sovereign
once they got
citizen,
there.
Mason.
Once they got there, I met
Mason,
them
I'm
there.
a sovereign citizen. You can't do anything to me.
Mom, thanks for the follow on Twitter. Appreciate it. So anyway,
the moms and the follows.
and I can't really accentuate the fact enough that Ben did not and does not drink.
No.
Really. ever. I don't think he did it all before he was 21. It might have been the first time.
No,
I don't
definitely
know.
not. And he's only drank like at all beyond like having a glass of wine.
It seems like wine, yeah.
Beyond that ever. Like
Couldn't
I think there's
imagine
only
that.
2 times I can remember that he's drank anything but wine.
So this night, I don't
Real
know how
classy guy.
I don't know how much he actually drank, but I've Mason, your birthday was good. Yeah, that was good too, 100%. But yeah, Ben probably drank $100 worth of alcohol that night.
He was like, you guys ordered him double shots, and there was like 3 double shots on the table, and he was trying to mix them.
Yeah,
And spilled it all over
them on
his
his
pancakes. And then
ate
his
the pancakes. Yeah,
So
that was
like nothing like having some
I miss birthdays. Is anyone not 21?
Eric.
No, he is.
Is he now?
Everyone is 21.
Yeah, I think everyone's 21 now. I just turned
We
22 on Friday.
Pog
Pog champ just turned 21. Or 22.
We need to get friends that aren't 21.
I'm sure.
Because I want more birthdays.
Matador's 19, boys.
So do you guys all celebrate Darren's birthday for him?
Oh yeah, let's talk about my 21st birthday.
don't
Good
know.
story here. I stayed at home and I think I played a video game, and that was pretty much it.
Nice.
End of story.
Let's go.
Nice.
Dude. Hell
Yeah, the 25th Matador.
Whoa, Grant.
Oh, no.
Oh, hey,
We were at Mel. I forgot about that.
I just noticed something next to Grant's name. That little crown. I think that's Twitch Prime.
Twitch Prime?
If you don't know about Twitch Prime, so there's this really cool. So Twitch is actually owned by Amazon, right? And if you have Amazon Prime, you can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and it actually allows you to have one free sub to any creator on Twitch that you want, which is a horrible business idea because it's like $3.50 that they give up. And once we can't do this now, but once we get partnered, Grant, you keep talking, you're going to get banned. Just understand that. Once we get whatever partnered, affiliated, whatever it's called, and we get a subscribe button, you guys should be sure to, if you don't have Amazon Prime, that's understandable.
Wait.
Maybe someone in your family does.
I have to interject here for a second.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Me and Matador have the same birthday.
Wait, you and who?
Me and Matador
Wow.
in our chat right now have the same birthday. And that is lit.
That's pretty lit. Wow. What are
Also,
the odds of that?
Speaking of Amazon, okay, I think we need to create a segment called "What Bad Thing Did Jeff Bezos Do This Time?" because I
talk
really
about
think
this.
there's
Here we
plenty
go.
of content
Talk.
to talk about all the bad things Jeff Bezos.
All right, so I want to talk about the latest thing.
Cool. Once we get affiliated, you can link your account to your Twitch account and subscribe to us for free.
Okay, so I follow a lot of like market stuff and trading stocks, that kind of stuff. So if you don't know, Amazon is building a new headquarters in, I believe it's Atlanta.
Did we talk about this last week?
Did
I
we?
think we did talk about this
Did we?
last week. Yeah.
Oh, we definitely did, but I think there's some new people here. I don't know. I'll give a little bit of overview
Is
about
Jeff
it.
But an evil
But anyways,
person?
Atlanta has this tax that goes to building homeless shelters, providing for the homeless, that kind of stuff. And Amazon's building their headquarters there, and Jeff Bezos is literally like halts construction on it and threatens to move it somewhere else if they're not exempt from that tax. And it's like $20 million that Amazon would have to pay a year to support homeless
Something
shelters
like
and
that.
things of that nature. And Jeff Bezos is literally like, no, I'm shutting this down and we're moving somewhere else if we can't pay that. So, Jeff Bezos has a lot of money. He could pay that out of pocket himself, right? And so when you look at it like Bill Gates, another very rich billionaire, 98% of Bill Gates' income goes to charities. Like,
Look at my mom.
barely any.
What is she saying in chat?
But
sorry. Continue.
so
You're banned.
I don't like Jeff Bezos for a
he's
lot of
horrible.
reasons, but we can go into that later. But something I want to note, though, if you didn't know, Netflix is now the most valuable media company in the world. So Netflix has passed Disney and Comcast in market cap, right? They're the most valuable media company in the world. So that's interesting because we all hate internet service providers, and we want Netflix to bring death to cable. So hopefully that'll happen.
let's. I found this pretty
Mom.
interesting. I'm reading an article, and this comment says, so the article is called "Is Jeff Bezos an Evil Person?"
Yes.
And this comment says, yes, Jeff Bezos is an evil and disgusting person. Amazon's strategy has been to destroy mom and pop stores, local neighborhood stores, destroy all bookstores, formerly great places for people to relax and meet other. I don't.
English is hard.
Yeah, dude, I don't know that word. Anyways,
Bibliophiles.
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 Interesting. Then he jacks up prices and reduces the
cool
quality on
words.
Amazon. Today I was told straight-faced that 3 products sold on Amazon and listed as in stock would take 4 days to deliver via Prime, but that they are on 2-day Prime delivery. I spent 30 minutes being ran around and mocked by an Indian customer service representative who read off a script and did nothing. Then another 15 minutes with a CSR in the Philippines who was the least empathetic but still could do nothing. $100 billion. There should be no homeless people in the U.S. with that kind of money. He could afford to open shelters and feeding stations in every major city. He is disgusting, ugly, evil bastard, a money-worshipping pig.
So we did the math. We did the math one time, and I don't remember the exact numbers. So don't quote me on this.
$3,000
because I could
a
be wrong.
second.
But no.
Just something
So
like that.
That was Bill.
Jeff Bezos has a net worth last time I checked of $130 billion. Now, based on that figure, that's by Forbes. I doubt that's updated much. They don't release net worths that often. But anyways, I did the math. I could do it again, but I believe it was you could give 1% of the American population $50,000, like just in cash out of pocket. $50,000 to 1% of America. Now,
That's insane.
I mean, that's a lot of people. That's like several million people, right? So,
I don't know.
I just who needs it? What is the threshold at which you have too much money and you need to just do something with it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, like when you're the richest person in the world, I feel like prices aren't adjusted for how much money you have. Like the amount that it would be really, really hard to spend that amount of money.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you guys ever want to
It's-
talk about math and stuff? I like math, and
I
I
don't.
like stocks and investing and everything too. So
I
we
don't
can
like
talk
math
about
at
that
all.
sometime. What do you got against math?
But I do like money.
Crypto news,
So.
24/7. There we go.
Yeah, Bitcoin's crazy.
Update.
I haven't been.
No one knows.
I
There
have.
you
Yeah. You talk to one analyst, and Bitcoin's going to be $5 million next month. You talk to another one, it's going to be gone.
Gone.
So
Gone.
who knows? It's
Well,
a
what
toss
was
up.
the?
Let's see how much money Jeff Bezos makes in a second. Well, actually, let's go through the whole thing. So Danny,
Grant's
Danny,
talking about
do that?
RuneScape and
Danny, you wanna
in
do that?
chat.
What?
See how much Jeff Bezos makes in different time period, like different time frames, I guess.
That's a lot of work. I think we're getting close to the end of.
Oh
this
yeah,
year
we
for
are.
that.
Oh yeah, we are.
I mean,
Boys, we are. We got 5 minutes. How are we wrapping this
we
up?
can go a bit longer.
Well,
Mason's about to come. We can introduce you guys to Mason. I think this the Jeff Bezos talk is
oh wait,
good.
hold on. We need to talk about something that we've watched recently. We watched
Oh,
Solo,
okay.
Oh yeah, the new Star
Watch
Wars
Solo.
movie. Yeah.
and that movie was
The new
exceeded
Star Wars
expectations.
movie. Right there, got a Star Wars shirt on.
It
tune out
really
for
exceeded expectations, honestly. I went into it with very low expectations because standalone Star Wars movies don't, standalone movies for big series don't typically do well. But so I went in with low expectations. And we're keeping spoilers out of it for sure.
Yeah.
Mostly because I haven't watched it.
Yeah, but it was above expectation. Also, Amelia Clark is very good looking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a
Very good
picture
looking.
for reference.
But the actors were really good.
So I want to talk about my
She's
opinion
the
on
main
this
actor,
movie real quick.
actress in Game of Thrones.
I went into this with really low
yeah.
expectations based on the trailers and what I had seen of it and what I thought was going to be in it. I went into this thinking it was going to be worse than The Phantom Menace, maybe a little bit better, but I was very pleasantly surprised, and I would definitely say that out of the movies, this is my favorite Star Wars movie. definitely doesn't beat the TV shows for me or anything. But out of the movies,
Rebels and Clone Wars both.
yeah. So out of the movies, hands down my favorite movie. It had really good action scenes. Way better.
Incredible
than,
action scenes.
Oh yeah. So the cinematography and the acting in those action scenes was top tier.
Like,
Really?
we'll talk about this. Childish Gambino / Donald Glover was very surprisingly good. He, I mean, I knew he was going to be good because everyone always talked about how good he is acting and how much he's a dual, he's very good at a dual talent, yeah. But he was very good, way better than I expected him to be, honestly, and it was good. All of the actors were fantastic in that movie, and the director and his style was, top tier, especially for throwing that movie together in like a year and a half.
So, well, and they went through several directors, right, in this movie. I think it was 3 directors, and then they settled on the 4th. Can't remember what his name is, but Shout Out was a great movie. I definitely recommend you go see it if you're into Star Wars at all, even if you're not.
Ron Howard.
Yeah, so
Director Ron
another
Howard.
interesting
I was
thing.
gonna say.
So we had an extra ticket, and we brought a friend to the movie, and she had never seen anything to do with Star Wars. None of the movies, TV shows, games, nothing.
Shout out to
nothing
Macy.
about Star Wars. Right. So we thought it would be interesting, to get, an opinion or see, how someone who knows absolutely nothing about the Star Wars universe would react to this movie. And it actually worked out very well. I think she definitely enjoyed it.
I mean, she had a lot of questions,
Yeah.
which is extremely fair because we tried to give her the shortcut to Star Wars on the car ride home, but it didn't go well, obviously. But
Side note, even as video game developers, we still pull girls. So let's get it.
but yeah, so she said it was good, and she even said that, I don't. And before she was like, I don't even like Star Wars, I've never watched any. I don't have any interest. And then after she was like, well, now I want to watch, And so obviously we led her on the right path and told her to watch Phantom Menace first because that's by far the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to start with the prequels, it's chronological, right? You won't get turned off of it or anything if you start with the prequels.
Yeah.
Lol. Omega.
I don't know that we can really compare Star Wars and Star Trek.
You got it.
Yeah.
Shout out to Darren for buying the padlock for
It's
Full
not a padlock,
Sisters
it's a
HQ.
deadbolt.
Well, deadbolt.
So we did install a new deadbolt on the door here. Remote controllable from your phone.
It's not connecting.
iPhone / Android. You want me to get it, Vito? I have a real phone.
I got it.
So do I, Darren.
I got it.
So anyways, we installed this deadbolt. You connect to it from your phone, iOS, Android, whatever. Don't think it works with Windows Phone, but who uses that anyways?
Lol.
So it kind of detects when you're coming up to the door, unlocks the door automatically for you. You can lock it, unlock it from your phone. It's called an August lock. Definitely recommend it. There's a few different brands out there,
Sponsor us.
The neat one about this one, so a lot of the other ones, there's like Kwikset and Schlage, however you say them.
Slosh.
Yeah. So their deadbolts are an entire deadbolt setup that you
Just ruined all of our audio things.
so you put the whole deadbolt as one thing, it all works together. So the August one that I bought goes on an existing deadbolt. So pretty much it has like an adapter that you put in the locking mechanism, and you just put it on any old deadbolt that's already on your door. So and then you can give temporary keys to your family members, things like that.
It's nice, super nice, dude. That's honestly that's a product that I would actually endorse. If they're like, we want to sponsor you, I'd be like, absolutely, I'm buying this for my house when I get one.
Yeah, and the biggest question I've gotten from people when I tell them about it is, what if the batteries, because it uses 4 AA batteries, I believe. And the biggest thing I've got questioned about is, what if the batteries die? How do you get in your house? This one, like I said, goes on an existing deadbolt, so you can still use your key to unlock it manually. Great product.
Sweet. It's pretty sweet.
I think it's like $150. I could be wrong. Maybe give or take a few, but
it's a good investment, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially with, the stuff we have. I think, not everyone can own guns in their house to protect all their stuff, because we know that works every time. So maybe invest in a better lock instead.
Yeah.
Second Amendment talk. Here we go.
Oh boy. I think we're all. Do we have differing opinions about this?
Maybe.
And we literally have a police officer here, so.
Yeah.
And gun
Stream hasn't
enthusiast.
Seen it. Mason just walked in the door.
Yeah,
That's
Mason.
Yeah,
perfect.
you want
69
to
in chat.
poke on over? Say hi.
Are you allowed in these kind of things, Mason?
My camera.
In your current work, you can go on Darren's cam.
I mean, he wears a cam. Oh no, you don't anymore, do you?
Well, yeah. Yeah.
This is Mason here. He's he's a police officer.
There he is. He thinks he's looking at the camera. He's staring at the monitor.
Yeah.
The readjust. There you go. C omega lol p.
But yeah.
Second Amendment. Well, we were watching.
Should we get into this? It's 8 o'clock.
I mean,
Cavs
we started
This
late.
is a long.
We started at 6.
That's a long conversation, I think.
That's a way too long conversation, especially
Yeah.
when. Yeah.
I mean, I think we're kind of in between topics. I think this is a good time to
Wrap it up.
Okay.
We'll definitely chalk
Why
the.
don't you
gun
wrap
control.
us up? Why don't you wrap us up, Cody?
Okay. Yeah. So if you've watched, thanks for coming out. I think we got a few new followers today. So if we followed, I think we tried to shout you out.
We'll check if we have any more.
But if we missed you, sorry. But thanks for following. We changed the time since last week. I think last week we streamed at 8. Today we streamed at 6. We're gonna hopefully have a schedule set.
Yeah.
Probably around this time though. It'll be Sunday though every week. So if you don't know where to get information from and you're watching, you can hit the follow button. That'll give you some notifications when we go live. Besides that, our Twitter, Reddit, YouTube links are down below, I believe. So you can follow us there, and I tweet out, hopefully a little bit before when we're going to go live, or on Reddit you can follow there, and we'll post updates about the podcast and the game and stuff like that, so you can subscribe to the subreddit. And then we also post the podcast on our YouTube channel. I think we have some plans to be putting up some other content on that once we get a little bit deeper into game development, so you can subscribe there as well. But if you came out, thanks for watching. We will see you guys next week. Thanks.